And good evening or good afternoon or maybe even good morning everyone who is watching the stream of VD arrives on air with a short stream, and because it's short it's GeoGuessr. So it just happened today that I haven't had like nearly enough sleep, and I just might not be able to stay awake for long enough to play anything else, and I'm not even probably I might not even be able to stay awake to like stream at my normal time. So the day already has been kind of pretty tiresome. So even, well, I mean, it's Sunday, so usually there's a lot of stuff to do on Saturdays and Sundays. So let's just play a little bit of GeoGuessr, unwind, and then maybe just I will go to bed, which might even be if that happens, that would be absolutely insane for me. Okay, so oops, there was a vehicle and it's gone now. Is it like something African or Australian? Probably African, because oh yeah, okay, that's like a bollard, broken, and it seems to be concrete. Maybe of course South American, Latin American. Let's see. More like Latin America. Orange. Wait a second. Oh no, not Latin. These jumps are insane. So Africa here, speaking French. Interesting. Senegal. Doesn't look like though. Good sign, but unfortunately we couldn't get a good look at it. This is not Senegal. Interesting. Interesting. All the signs that are here, we just jump around them. 150A. That was a false dead end. Okay. Strangely enough, all the signs are unreadable. My services. Interesting, but okay. This is starting to look more like Senegal, I would say. Territorial de Goudiri. Okay, Gendarmerie, that's almost 100% Senegal. But the place seems to be, maybe it's something local. Goudiri. Okay. It's all of course French, so who knows how it reads, how it sounds. Ah, here it is. Okay. We found it. It's really not a small one. Boulangerie. And we are going, yeah, sort of kind of northeast. Okay. That was surprisingly easy, but only because the place is not small. Eastern Senegal, not really familiar with it. So, but where did we even... Aha. So here we have the road that goes almost horizontal here. And here we have this one. And then this one. Is this the one with houses? Yep, there is a house here. Do we have any houses over there? Hard to tell. If something's hiding in the bushes. There's like a little bit here. And can we go? Can we make this turn? I don't think so. And the road starts just after it. Ah, no, no, no. The road starts, the turn starts. Just after it, we have a turn, and it's a ruin. Here it's a ruin. Okay. Here it's not a ruin. So then there should be more. Should be another road here. Going in roughly in the same direction, but with houses nearby. It's... yeah, that I'm not seeing, but there is the turn, this one. That starts just after the Y junction, a Y split. Okay, okay, it looks more like this one. And it was. And a very drastic change of scenery. Campbell Road. Something that looks really like Canadian. Orangedale. Okay. North Sydney. Iona, Grand Narrows. Iona. North Sydney. There's Sydney and then there's North Sydney. Ooh, okay. Okay. Let's remember that. Hello. Little Narrows. Iona, Grand Narrows, North Sydney. What's this? What does this mean? 223 East. And it's sorta kinda this sorta kinda brownish color. See? That's what I'm talking about. Brownish here. 223 North Sydney. Okay. So North Sydney was 70 kilometers away. Iona was closer. Iona. And that was Orangedale. Orangedale East. Portage Road. Campbell's Road. I think we spawned on Campbell's. This looks like Campbell's to me. There has to be a sign, right? If not at the intersection, then yeah, Campbell. Okay, that was kinda pretty easy. Ooh, hello there. That's a proper highway, God knows, somewhere in Bolivia? There is a road like this in Bolivia. Though it's usually more crowded. There's usually more traffic in here. Okay, let's see. First we got to figure out the language, since I don't remember the look of the road markings, and the architectures kinda can be hardcore, the look of the side of the roads, bollards and whatnot. Okay, anything is anything going to happen here at all? I'm just skipping. Okay, speaking Spanish. Oh, hi there. Was there a sign? The name of the place? Looks Bolivian to me, if you ask me. La Paz, Senador La Paz. Okay, we are somewhere in La Paz area then. In Bolivia. And the road in question, it's like probably this one. That's the one that's 4. Oh, the one that's 1. Well, here it's 1, here it's 4. So this segment of it plan. Okay, the plan wasn't that good. Okay, so we found one settlement. And it's almost exactly the place I was thinking about. In Bolivia. But without any names, it's gonna be pretty hard. The curvature of the road, the shape of it, like the turns, it's not going to be nearly enough to figure out the location. We need something that has a name. And even though the highway has like some signage, not the one with the names. Oh, something's coming up. La Paz, Sencata Alta. Turn to Sencata Alta. A little bit hard to see. A little bit hard to trace one even, to be honest. Here it's like 4, but I think it's just sort of kind of naming, not naming. Okay, that's where I live in La Paz here, and that is more important than the actual road number. Not seeing Sincata Alta anywhere. Maybe that means that we are really well. Doesn't look like we're close to La Paz. Another settlement ahead. Nice sign. Billboard. Gobernador Asambleísta. Okay. What's the name of the place? I'm sorry. Apologies. Hello. By the way, there was a painted on the wall like something about Evo 2012. Evo Morales, I think. I'm not sure, he is not the president of Bolivia now. The guy is pretty much insane. Besides his hair, his haircut, that's like super recognizable. That's supposed to have a name. They even have a sort of a main square of sorts. So he has a history. He is like from those lands and from those people who actually grow coca. Yep, that coca. So, and he used to represent their interests, and that's a national thing in Bolivia. Coca plantations, coca farms, not cocoa, coca. So he is essentially sort of kinda, I don't remember if he himself used to be a farmer of coca or was he only representing people growing coca. And that's a huge thing in Bolivia. So the fact that he was representing coca farmers actually helped him a lot. There's a lot of them. Calamarca is here. Calamarca was on the map. It was on the map. Here it is. So we ended up probably in Capata. First. Maybe actually even in San Antonio. Yeah, that's their square. Okay, not Capata, so we're somewhere here. And there's a road leaving in that direction without any signs. And that's just after a little bit of a turn. So I think it's this one. It's pretty visible on the map too. Yeah. That was kind of easier because I've learned the look of this road, of this highway. So been there, done that, pretty much recognized it. Oh, hi there. That's a rare situation. So this is like southeast. Okay. Let's go inland. No, we cannot go inland. We're bound to the coast. A small beach. Nice, though. So, but we need to leave this small street. Coastal street, coastal road, because not going to have any helpful signs for us. That's how the things are in Japan. Yeah, here we go, leaving it. That's like super traditional. So, is it a train scene? By the look of it, it's a train scene. Interesting that we have. That's a big building. Probably a factory or something. Okay, let's stay on this road next to the railroad. So you know the drill. Everything in Japan is in Japanese except for that type of signs. All big boards. Usually, oops, a. Yeah, that's better. Otsu Takashima. Yeah, that's not helpful. Usually that overhang like this. And these are the most helpful ones here station you could find in Japan. Not going to be anything more helpful than this, I suppose. So, but you can rely on these ones. Only the least important, the smallest rods won't have them. So these ones, yeah, as you can see, there's like Latin, English, whatever too, but they usually direct you to something really local. That's not okay. 161 to Kyoto. GBP. Interesting. 161 to Kyoto after 3 to 2. So Kyoto is pretty much Tokyo, but with the parts in other way around. So Shiga 161. Here it is. Oh, was it the lake? That looked like a small sea, a sea. Takashima. Was Takashima on the sign? Mimaiko. Shiga. We are not on 161, we are on 558. Ukatata. Hira. So it's Hira. On Katata. 556 to Katata. 558. So that's the train. Otsu. I 558. Avion 556 and 558. 558 to Katata. And it's south. 558. Katata. 558. Coastal. Ono. Very coastal. Not coastal here. Here should be somewhere around here. Money. It was assigned to Hira station. Parai. Shiga. Okay, 558 and 322. Five, 558. That's Katata already. $16. So 558 stays coastal here. And 322 supposed to get to 161. The road connecting 558 and 161. 345. It's almost like we skip 322 somewhere. Aha. Found ya. Found ya. So, and this looks like... No, it didn't look like this. So we spawned somewhere here. Hira station. Okay. How to figure out our position on this coastal street? Carmel. Not sure what this means. Okay, let's see. Cannot go there. No, we could. What's that then? Welcome. Parking. Does this look like a shrine? Shinto shrine. Yeah, and there's Pension Lakeside. Lake house. Lake spawned here somewhere. Sure looks like it. There's this building that's a little bit elongated, and this one that in section seems to be rectangular, and there's this shed, barn, whatever it is. Yeah, that's all just driveways, not streets. And here we have what looks like something, yeah, lakeside, some business. Okay. Oh, 5k in Japan, 5k in Japan. And this Lake Biwa looks actually... Well, yeah. Looks like a sea and ocean. With some islands maybe, but... no other side of it anywhere. Otsu Siga. A place called Otsu. At least the Russian. In Russian it tells us. Here's Hira. Omi. Omi Maiko. Hira Shiga. No Otsu. Okay. 5k Japan. Hello there. What are you? Interesting. That's interesting, and we are driving on the left here. At least this biker's driving on the left. We're still following the biker. Ours wearing a hat. Ours is gone. Now there's a truck. Sort of following us. So the crane or the excavator was Japanese. Dachi. So this is obviously pretty Asian, but like how Asian? Hati. Okay. Hey, stop. Not that fast. Matera Utara. Oh, I keep forgetting, is it Utara South? So is Sumatera Utara is south? Okay. What else? I don't think I can figure out more. There's like Tahun. Sumatera Utara. Well, I mean, without actually kinda just repeating things every day. Things like sides of the world, like south, north, east, west. You won't be able to remember without repeating them, well, quite often, just not even once in a while. Okay, and we are in the middle of nowhere, but this road has pretty serious traffic. Was there a sign? Adopted. These green trucks, they look a little bit like signs. Okay, obviously that's like a village. Siburian, that doesn't look like the name of anything, like a toponym. Name of anything. Maybe name of the farm, of the house, but not. Okay, interesting. This looks kinda pretty wide for Indonesia. Usually it's a little bit more cramped and they have like evergreens, a little bit less jungly. Unreadable. That's sort of kinda unreadable too. But the flag is Indonesian. Okay. Huta Galun. We're in a place called Huta Galun because that's the school. SD, it's like school. Different types of it. There are, this one is SDN 10 in Huta Galun. Like secondary, primary, whatever they are. Okay. And Huta Galung seems to be not a small place. Does mean it's going to be visible on the map? Quite opposite. So we got to try to find the Kabupaten, Kisamatan, the regency and the district, I guess it would be. Hoping to be able to find Jalan Kiluar Masuk. I guess it's that street over there, not this one. Okay, and we left Huta Galun. Place, yeah, lots of evergreens. So doesn't even look at this jungle here. If there is an address, I won't be able to read it. Galun, Harian, Samasir. Kisamatan, Harian, Kabupaten, so that's regency, that's like a district. Jalan, Dolok, Sanggul, Sidikalan. That's more like it. Because that's the road that connects to probably visible on the map places. Dolok, Sanggul, Sidikalan. Can we see anything without magnifying? That's Jambi, Riau. So I'm not sure about South Sumatra, so maybe it's like something else. The Sanggul, so Utara, it's north. Sidikalan. So we are on this road. We are on this road. Huta Galung. We found our Huta Galung place. SDN, yep. And we are going north, I think, yeah. And we found, oh god, somewhere here. Okay, let's see. If we go east here. So we are kind of and that's where it starts. The next place that's called whatever this one is called. So let's see. A couple of turns, like somewhere here, I think. That would be maybe here. Oh yeah. 5k in Indonesia, that's always said. Ooh, 25k. Not just 5k in Indonesia. 5k pretty 25k the whole game. Okay, and it was actually very diverse. No Europe tonight, but pretty much everything else, and not no Australia and New Zealand, but everything else is here. So number one was Senegal, and 5k in Senegal, it's like always a celebration, always a good thing, always an achievement, the right word. So, but this one I just found on the map, just looking at the map. Goudiri, Eastern Senegal. Usually I would end up in the western one. That looks like more like a proper desert. Sorry, hiccups. Number two was a little bit of New Brunswick. No, Nova Scotia. Sorry, not New Brunswick. Nova Scotia. And that was my faster Canada. One of the fastest, if not faster. One of the fastest, if not the fastest Canada guess. So definitely fastest Nova Scotia. I keep saying New Brunswick, but it's like, well, it's close, but it's different provinces. So we got lucky that we found a sign with these brown road numbers, and that's like a dead giveaway for this place, Nova Scotia. Again, very fast. Number three was a little bit of Bolivia, and that I was only able to guess, well, I mean, I would have guessed it one way or another because there were signs about Bolivia, there were signs about Evo Morales, the president of Bolivia, the guy with a pretty remarkable haircut that you cannot actually, you know how Google blurs out people, and it would of course try to blur out people on posters, drawn, photographed, and when Google blurs out like the portraits of Evo Morales, it does not help. Just his haircut comes through and you always can recognize him, and that's enough to just figure out it's Bolivia. But in this case, I just knew the look of this highway, this number one highway, and this, especially this coming up to La Paz, it's pretty a scene of its own. So the experience literally helped. Number four, 5k Japan, next to this lake Biwa that looks like a sea even here, so you cannot see the other side of it, maybe because it was a little bit foggy, but I think it's actually big enough to hide the other side. Otso is here. Why did Google in Russian think that we were not? So it's like Hira, this Hira station here. So spawned on waterfront property lane, literally like the beach street, beach road, and a small one, really nice looking. So with some hotels and whatnot. So proper beaches, small ones, really small ones, but proper and empty. Maybe because it was kind of a little bit of a not a season. So, but yeah, 5k this one too, which is not an easy thing to do. And in Japan, especially when you spawn a little bit away from the roads that might have the blue billboards with all the information in English. And the last one was Indonesia, 5k in Indonesia. It's like 100% always an achievement because the place is hardcore. And we learned that we were in Sumatera Utara, but I didn't remember if it was north, south, or west Utara. So we figured that out just by learning the name of the street, Jalan Road, we were on, and it was a road between Dalong Sagul and Sidi Kalang. So Samasil. It was Samasir. Samasir. So Samasir, it was a Samasir, what's called? Kisamatan, Kaupaten. So that's where it came from. We spawned in the middle of nowhere, nothing really here. We had to get all the way to this place. You cannot even see the name of it here. So ended up in like Hutagalun, and only from there we were able to figure things out. But again, this is like 25k for Indonesia. This is very serious. So I guess thank you very much for watching, everybody. Don't leave the chat yet, people. So thank you for watching on YouTube. If you've been watching me on YouTube, doesn't matter if it's live video for you or if it's a recorded video, please leave a like. I think 25k deserves a like. Subscribe for more. We play DZ, we play GeoGuessr. Usually when it's nighttime in Europe, that's our streaming time. But I understand that's a very wide time frame. So time window, notifications, activate them, and alerts and notifications and whatnot, the bell pretty much, activate them. It's going to help to catch me live. Sometimes I would stream like today, that's an early stream, so I guess that's what notifications are for. Twitch people, thank you for watching me on Twitch. If you've been watching me but not following, please follow on Twitch. All that stuff that I'm asking is free. And now on Twitch we got to find somebody to raid. Okay. Give me a second. Maybe let's go back to our homeland again. This title says no alerts, but I sorta kinda not the first time reading this person. Okay, let's go and say hi to Underdogs Limited. They're doing a small stream, some PvE on PlayStation 5, but it's DZ and it's Livonia, our homeland. And I will see you all tomorrow. That's it for tonight. Goodbye. And oops. It's not live anymore. Interesting. Let's cancel the raid. On the raid. Yeah, Call Me Rife uses on raid. I do use on raid. They don't seem to be live. Okay, then we are reading somebody else. Okay. If not that person, then let's go and say hi to Yukon Man. He is enjoying some DZ, and as far as I understand, it's a PNW map. I will see you all tomorrow. That's it for tonight. Goodbye and good night, and I hope You Can Man 1 is not going to stop his stream at the same time I decide to rate him. So cheers, people.